Assalamu alaikum. This is the Muslim wall. Um, so this is not a fight preview, as you might think. Although I really wanted to do one. I really wanted to preview the coming fight between Chimaev and Strickland because I thought, and I still think it's a very good, it's a very fun fight. And even though we can clearly see the favorite and the underdog, I really thought that was a fun fight because I really enjoy, contrary to what others may think, I actually enjoy Sean in many aspects, and I actually was rooting for him in the Adesanya fight. Um, I thought it was a good fight, and he actually surprised us all. And he had some good nasty boxing that he can surprise with, and we saw it. And he also claims that he has some wrestling, just like Gaethje claimed that he had some wrestling going into the Khabib fight. So I guess we'll see Saturday how he fares against somebody like Khamzat, who can actually, you know, go through the pressure game and kind of, maul you if he wants to. So it's going to be an exciting fight. I think it was one of the more anticipated fights of the whole year. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I just wanted to talk about how, in the lead up to the fight, Sean actually carried himself, and it's been pretty nasty, just like his boxing. As I said, he's been very. I mean, he's always been vocal about his political positions, even leading up to this fight. And if you look at the interview that he just had during the media day, I think yesterday or a couple of days ago, and he sat back and said some stuff that kind of, again, I don't really care what Sean says, and it doesn't bother me as much because he's been very public, he's been very vocal, a right winger, and I know, and we all know how they can be. And he's also been he's gone on Joe Rogan talking about it, how he doesn't really like Muslims, and he has been vocal just like that yesterday as well. Talking stuff about Islam that may or may not be true, in the sense that he meant it. Again, I just it doesn't bother me. You can be Islamophobic as you want. In America, that's a country of free speech. You can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna be policing you on how to conduct yourself in public. But the things he said, I mean, that's kind of, boggles my mind, in that there is no substance in what he says or what people like him kind of claim. Obviously, as I said, he can be Islamophobic all he wants. He can talk about the Muslim woman. He can dehumanize them. It's up to you. I mean, that's what he did. He talked about people in the tower. We saw it in the during Habib's time as well. I mean, people literally called his wife a towel. That's funny, by the way. And they call us cousin fuckers, goat fuckers, and stuff like that. Again, it's a stereotype, and if I started listing stereotypes of white people, that would be, it would need an endless perch, I'd say. So I'm not gonna go there about stereotypes. You can call us anything you want, but when you say stuff like that, stuff like what he said on the media day, it just plain makes you look stupid. And that's not something that you would want about yourself, right? I mean, you don't want to look stupid in public, but that's what he literally did when he talked about. I'm pretty sure that he doesn't really know what he's talking about. For example, he talks about Sharia law, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what Sharia law is and how it applies in the context of modern times, how it applies in America. I mean, that's kind of crazy that he kind of brings it up. And he calls us invaders. He calls us people who want to convert America. I mean, that's couldn't be the furthest from the truth, because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And it's pretty wild that a man his age and his stature can come out in public, take a mic, and say stuff that's ridiculous. Um, and then he also said things about how Muslims are really taking up space, you know, um, kind of making us feel like we're kind of breathing in all the oxygen from the Americans. It's pretty messed up in how he thinks about stuff. And on top of that, when I try to make fun of him on social media, because I'm a big social media guy, and I went down one of the MMA pages, and on one of their posts about his media day, and they said maybe Daddy hurt you bad, and there was a lot of right wingers who got offended and came down and kind of started ganging on me, which was again very funny that you would just come to the rescue of a guy who's basically dehumanizing a whole population. But again, that doesn't bother me. I just kind of laughed it away because it really didn't, because there was no substance to what they were saying or what Sean was saying. So, I mean, you can talk about it, you can beat around the bush all the day you want. I got other stuff to do, right? So that just kind of goes to show you the mindset of the people have towards Islam and Muslims in general. I mean, the people in the West. That's a conception that hasn't changed over the years, and I don't care about how you think about me, because I don't have any political affiliation in America. I don't think I ever leaned towards one particular party and kind of started promoting their shit. It just I know to critique people. I know to critique the right wingers, and I know to critique the left wingers just the same. And I know how not to be blindfolded by particular affiliation, which Sean clearly does not know how to do. He talks about stuff he doesn't know. He talks about stuff that does not concern him. I'm good where I am. I've been dealing with the Americans for a couple of years now, and they've been nothing but good to me. I've been nothing but respectful towards them. There hasn't been any instances where either of us felt any kind of hostility towards each other. So it's crazy how Sean actually thinks about stuff, and I think he needs to get out of his bubble, travel more, fly more, talk to other people. I mean, he clearly does not, and he just surrounds himself with people, kind of some of the yes men, that would say anything to his face, or say anything just to appease him. And that's basically the issue with the people with the daddy issues and the yes men issues, that they don't really know how to think for themselves. They just copy whatever they got and kind of paste it just to look cool in front of the media. And obviously you got the spotlight. I don't got the spotlight, so I probably cannot match you, Sean. But the fact of the matter is, you're basically wrong on all these different grounds, and it's kind of funny. It's hilarious that you're gonna go on the mic and talk about stuff that you don't even know half of, and it's kind of it kind of shows your upbringing and how you've been brought up. And so one thing I said in response to those vile comments by the right wingers was that I understand what Sean has gone through in his childhood, and I feel for him. It's something that Gina Carano said in one of her interviews about Sean as well, that he's gone through a lot. He's been beaten up by his dad. He's definitely got the daddy issues there. I just hope that Khamzat goes easy on you, Sean, and kind of breaks you just like he broke Robert Whitaker. Even though I have a lot of respect for Robert Whitaker, He's one of the greatest middleweights I think I've seen. So to break him like that, it earns my respect for Khamzat. But at this point, I'm just rooting for Khamzat to break you as soon as possible. Even though it's a fight game, so anything can happen. Good luck to Sean as well, but I don't think he's surviving out of the cage. It's just like that. He just blurted out too much, is what I'm gonna say. That's my preview of the fight. That's coming Saturday. Hope for the best. And so I'm Alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.